Hi, everyone. My name is Heather Labonte, and I'm Executive Regional Vice President with Arbonne. And you are watching this video because you might be new to our team, and I want to welcome you to our region. I'm so excited that you made the decision to join the business with us and with your sponsor. If you don't know me yet, I've been with Arbonne for nearly 8 years. Before working in Arbonne, my professional background was working in information technology. I did that for nearly 20 years. And Arbonne was introduced into my life by a party or get together or whatever you want to call it. It was a girls' night out, went to my neighbors, and I had no idea what I was going to. But made that decision very quickly from there. I had only ever tried one product. I hosted a party and learned a little bit more and really was taken by the potential without knowing much of anything. So I want to encourage you guys that you don't need to know everything. You just need to trust in the person that brought you to the business and trust in our system. I am here 8 years in to show you and to lead you and to let you know that the system is completely foolproof. You just have to be dedicated to follow it and to follow it consistently. So what I am going to do is to share with you, I'm going to share my screen, a document, and this is our getting started document for our team. So again, congratulations for making that decision to join the business. As you're going through this, I want you to really dream big because you never know what circumstances are going to change in your life. As I've been in this business, my husband and I have been through not one, not two, but 3 unexpected layoffs in our between him and myself throughout our employment during the time that I was in Arbonne. And because I was consistent and faithful in my business all from day one, like I followed the system right from day one, that we never had to really worry. We could just pick up right from where we were. So have big dreams. This can be a really wonderful opportunity so long as you just follow what we're going to lay out for you today. It's very, very simple. Our system is a recipe, and I just want to stress the importance of that. Just like if you're going to bake a cake in the kitchen, okay, you wouldn't leave out the flour and decide, okay, I'm just going to use the milk and the sugar and the vanilla extract and the baking powder, and I think I can get by without adding the flour. I'll just see. I think that'll work for me. No, you're not going to have a cake that comes out like a cake. You're going to have something that is a complete disaster. You might have a good bite or two, but it's not going to get you where you would like it to go. Our business is the same way. Just follow the recipe. And I can't tell you how many times that I've seen people who have been frustrated or not seen results. And it all just comes down to not being consistent and not following what's laid out for you. Okay, so you're in, you're excited. Step 1, what do? You need to open your shop. Opening your shop means you need your products. We recommend having 2 of the 30 Days to Healthy Living sets and 2 of the RE9 sets. The RE9 and the 30 Days to Healthy Living are the bread and butter, the core to our business. I'm going to tell you a little story of why we recommend to have more than one. You're going to use products yourself. You need to be a product of the product to be able to talk about it and share your experiences and to let other people know, because they're going to ask you, well, what did you think about X, Y, and Z? One of my very first parties, I only had one RE9 set, and I made my way there. The guests were showing up. I was putting out all of my display items. And guess what I did not have? I did not have an RE9 set. My set was at home on my bathroom door because I took all my stuff off the counter and I put it in the bag and I hooked it there, and I didn't go back and get it. So I learned very quickly that I needed stuff for my own use, and I needed something clean and professional for me. With the nutrition, most of us have done the 30 days, and if you have not yet as a new consultant, we highly encourage you to follow the 30 days program. You need to speak to that. You need to be able to coach your clients through the program. And as you do, they're going to ask you questions. And again, if you haven't gone through it, you're not going to be able to guide them as well as someone who has. With the products in the 30 days, we're going to use all our own stuff for sure. When you're doing a presentation, you want to have brand new, unopened bags of protein, new boxes of fizzy, nice, neat packages of the tea, all of the products. You wouldn't expect to walk into a clothing store and look at, I don't know, a pair of shoes that's been worn before, and then, maybe look at them and then have the shop owner say, oh, don't worry, I'm going to order you the brand new ones, but this is what they look like. I love these. I've worn those a lot and they're super comfortable. No, you want nice new products. You are a business owner and you need to present your business in a professional manner. Okay. The cool thing is we actually get a 50% discount on those sets as business owners. And that's so cool. Everything that we order for our consumption and for using for your business is 50% off. And you also get to deduct it off your taxes. So that is awesome. So again, we recommend 2 of each. If you cannot do 2 of each, definitely going to want at least 1 of each of those sets. Again, you cannot completely work the business without being exposed to the 2 main selling lines. You get to decide what works for you. Okay, so then you've ordered your stuff and you're super excited. You want to set up launch dates. A launch basically is your grand opening. And what we do at your launches is it's a core presentation. So we touch a little bit on the nutrition, a little bit on the skincare. Again, we're going to offer both to everybody. But what happens at those is you're going to start your training. So whoever sponsored you is going to come and do most of the presentation. You're going to get to grow a client base and hopefully to grow some business partners from that, from those events. And also from those events, you're going to be able to launch and springboard into other events. So it's a great tool for networking. We always recommend having 2 dates close together. So in other words, you could do like a Wednesday and a Friday, or a Thursday and a Saturday, or 2 back-to-back dates. Doesn't matter. Your upline, your sponsor, will help you in creating an invitation that you can just text out. And what you'll do is you'll put on them basically, so excited, I'm opening this business. Here are 2 dates to pick from. So you're putting both dates on the invitation, and your guests get to decide if they can come on the Wednesday or the Friday. Make sense? So you're giving them a choice versus if you just had 1 date and it didn't work, then you've completely lost the opportunity to get that person to your home. So just offer a couple back to back. At the second event, you're going to do a little bit of the presentation. So your sponsor or your coach will do most of it. You'll step up and do a little bit of it. And then generally at the third one is when you're going to pick up most of it, and then we're there to sort of catch you. Make sense? So who do I invite? What do you need to do as a new business owner? The most important people that I want you to consider is who is going to join your team? Who's going to start this business with you, and who do you want to have on your dream team? We call it your dream team. So pick 3 to 6 people that you would think could rock this business with you. And when you're doing that, don't just think about people who need the business. That's the default that a lot of us do. Oh my goodness, well, this one lost their job and it would be so good for them. While that's wonderful to offer that, it doesn't necessarily mean that the business is a fit for that person. So think about people that are driven and motivated, that they're fun to be around, their energy is up, they're self-starters, they're coachable, eager, people that are going to attract other people to it. Think about those types of people. That's who you want to encourage to come and hear more and to plant the seed to join the business with you. When you have a partner join the business with you, you basically can propel so much faster to your own promotion as you're helping that person as well. Okay, outside of the team that you're wanting to grow, you're gonna think about all of the different circles of your personal network. On this sheet that you see, there's just a bunch of different blocks. And what you can do in these blocks is, section things off in your mind. Okay, one block is going to be for people that I work with or that I've worked with in the past. Another block might be people that I know from my kids' school, so they can be members of the PTO, or the mom or dad that I know from Susie Q's birthday party, or other parents that we've met at the soccer team or the dance class or whatever, all of the connections surrounding that. Another box can be someone from or people that you know from your church, for example. Or do you belong to a gym? People that you know through the gym. So really think outside of the box. And as you're doing this, don't make the decision in your mind that any single person would not benefit from or want to hear about Arbonne. It's not our job to make that distinction or that decision for people. It's just our job to share the story and let them make their decision. Hope that makes sense to you guys. So have fun with this. And as you're starting to write names, you're going to think of other names like, oh, wait, my niece's friend Susie Q would be amazing. Let me write her down. So just let that flow. And this process of writing your names down, this is going to be something that you're going to continue to grow on a regular basis. You're going to always want to be adding people to your funnel. Okay. Now something that's super, super fun. You decided to do a business. What do you want from your business? Do you want to completely maybe leave a job and replace an income? Do you want the Mercedes? Do you want something just as simple as an extra $1,000 a month? It's very important to have a goal and have it written down. So right on here, write down, I would like to earn $1,000 per month, or fill in the blank, whatever it is. And then give yourself an exact date of when you want to accomplish that goal. Okay? A goal that does not have an end date is kind of just like a wish. So you need to give a tangible ending point to what it is that you want to accomplish. And what I would recommend is start with your right now goal. So your right now goal might be, I would like to have $600 extra this month. And I would like to earn that by the end of this month. Okay, that's your right now goal. Then you could have another one that is, I would like to earn $3,000 to $4,000 per month, and I would like to earn that by October 31st, just for example. Okay, what does that mean to you? This is a very important step in the process. How's that going to affect you and your family? What would that extra 1,000 or 3,000 or whatever your goal is, how would that change your life? Does that mean that you can pay for your car? Does that mean you can pay down your credit card debt? Is that money that's going to enable you to go on a dream vacation that you've been wanting to take? Write that down and be very specific in what that is and what that means. Fun stuff. Okay, now what do I do? That's all the fun stuff. Now you take action. This is the easy part, okay? The system is super simple. And I want to stress that to you. I'm not saying it's easy, but it is simple. It is not magical. It's just math. So all we do, the main thing that we're doing is we are presenting the whole Arbonne story to 30 or more people each month. By doing that, that's going to lead you naturally to booking events. It's going to lead you to growing clients and to growing your team. That's it. This is the magic of it. So how we do it is we're going to send individual text messages to 100 people. If you don't have 100 people, start with 50 people. Start with what you have. But you want to do it in a 24-hour period of time. So let's say you're starting on a Monday night. You want to text them all out by the end of Tuesday night. Okay, so give yourself a 24-hour period of time. Your goal is just to get an appointment. Your goal is not to have a text conversation about the pros and cons of Arbonne or what the company is all about. It is just to get an appointment, to have a 20-minute overview, which if you're new, your upline will help you to do that, okay? So here's some great verbiage, and you can just basically copy and paste this. So for someone that's brand new, you could say something like, "Hey, Susie Q, it's Heather, and I am reaching out because I've just started a business with Arbonne. It's a vegan, healthy living company. I am really excited and nervous. As part of my training, I need to connect with 30 people to hear a 30-minute overview of Arbonne. I think you would really love it, but it totally might not be a fit for you. Either way, it counts. I know you're busy, so we can even just hop on a video chat. I'll send you a little something just for listening. Would you be willing to be one of my 30? It would mean so much." That's it. You can do it by a text. That's the most effective way. You can do it with a voice message. So you can do that on, if the person has an iPhone, you can do it on Messenger on Facebook. But texting, super simple. Okay. When they respond back with a, "Sure, I'll listen," then you want to basically set up an appointment time with your upline area manager or VP, because they're going to guide you through how to present that Arbonne is Arbonne for you flyer. After you have the date and time set, stop the conversation. Too many times people just feel the need to over explain and sell the business and sell like the excitement of Arbonne, but just stop there. You've got the appointment, you've got a yes, then move on. Okay? One of the most challenging parts in what we do is to get no responses from people, because we take things personally sometimes, to get a no, not for me, or to just be completely ignored. The biggest thing you can do is to just push past it. But sometimes people are just busy. I know I get lots of text messages throughout the day, and sometimes someone will text me and I'll think I responded, but then realize like 2 days later that I never did. So it's okay to go back like 24 hours later and just send a quick follow-up. Be like, "Oh my gosh, Susie Q, I probably caught you at a busy time. Did you get my message?" Stop. Don't overthink things. Don't overcomplicate things. It's okay to go back and send another message if you did not get a response. Okay? Super simple. So you're doing a whole bunch of those in a compressed amount of time, because the more that you go out, the more yeses that you'll be able to receive and to add into your, my selfie light is dying, be able to put into your filter. It's my Urban selfie light. Anyway, so once you guys have the appointment and the date, you and your area manager or upline VP are going to present the Is Arbonne for You flyer to your prospect, your guest, the person that you're talking to. On our Inspiration Region Facebook page, there's a flyer, which your upline will show you, but there's also a file called Presenting the Is Arbonne for You. Print it out and read it. And there's also YouTubes that you can look at showing how we do it. What's most important is to stick with what's on there. Don't just go off and, willy-nilly try to do it. Keep it to 20 minutes. And at the end, we're going to ask them to rate themselves. So basically, on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 is, that's cool, I'm really just interested in the products, to 5 of like, oh my goodness, this business sounds amazing, I want to do this with you. Where do you see yourself? Based on their responses, we have responses back to them. So anyone, a 1 or a 2 is, you're going to get samples to them, and you're going to ask them to host an event with you. A 3 or a 4 is, that's awesome. Let's get a couple of friends together so I can show you more and answer any more questions that you have. If by the time that comes around and you think like, yeah, I want to do this, then we just use that as your event instead of mine. And if by that time rolls around, it's not for you, that's totally cool, because it'll be my event and you get some free and discounted stuff anyway. So it's a win-win. How's that sound? Super simple. You're just getting an appointment. Don't overcomplicate things as you're going through this. And then, of course, the ultimate goal, which is what we're all wanting to grow our teams, is a 5. And then work with your upline on the next steps. Once you have an answer of some sort and a date for your next touch, whether that's to have an event or to get a sample to them or whatever, stop the conversation. Too many times we get like, we throw up Arbonne too much, okay? So as you're going through this and you're completing your conversations with those follow-up questions, then you get to check them off your list that you've actually done a presentation with them. That is this next document. This is your 40 faces. So if you've done the Is Arbonne for You, you come to some conclusion, you check their name off this list. If they've attended one of your launches or hosted an event for you, you can check them off your list. So that's the super simple thing. Your goal is minimum of 30. And if you want to go really fast and grow stronger, go for 40. What's the worst that can happen? You have more success. Super simple, right? Then that part is just sharing the whole story. Then the fun part is, and how you earn your promotions and your paycheck, is by earning something that we call your 2,500 brick, or you might also hear it called your building block. Your brick is the foundation to success in your business. It's as simple as, so everything is based on something called QV, qualifying volume. The products that we order ourselves, the products that our new preferred clients order, and also new consultants that join our team, what they order, all count in this pool of volume. When you generate at least 2,500 during the calendar month, that is considered your brick, and have sponsored at least 5 new consultants or preferred clients. This fun little Lego guy represents me earning my brick. So I've gone out, and your brick is as simple as 8 value packs. That's it. So it's from new preferred clients or new consultants, and even the ones that I've gotten for myself. That's it. 8 sets every single month. 8, 8, 8. When, as a new consultant, you accomplish that goal where you've got 8 value packs and it totals up to 2,500 or more in the volume, and you've had at least 2 new preferred clients, which is just going to happen, you're going to get an extra $100 cash bonus. That's pretty awesome, right? But what's more important is this brick is something that is going to be used to propel you further. So one thing I want to show you guys is your brick, and this is you generating your brick. And let's say you have your friend Susie Q that decided to join the business as well after hearing how awesome and wonderful it is when they heard the Is Arbonne for You presentation. That we're going to have the same training for Susie Q. Creative names, right? So you and Susie Q are both doing your 2,500, but because you introduced her, she is linked to you, and you are going to be compensated for 5,000 worth of volume. That's pretty awesome, right? And so just, think about that going forward, and you can get right out of the gate immediately growing super fast. If you want to generate the type of income to really make a big difference, like that $3,000 point, that's getting up to area manager. So that really comes down to you and Susie and, John and whomever, Bob. So you have 4, as simple as 4 people generating their brick. That's 10,000. That puts you in qualification for area manager. But guess what? You also promoted to district manager right in your first month. So just think about that. Just you, whichever color you were, 1 for you, and then building and building and building and building and building and building and building, right? That's the simple system that we do every month. We focus on at least your 2,500. So here's a great visual for you. An awesome goal would be for you to personally sell 8 value packs, either nutrition or the skincare. They're both fantastic and they're both important in your business. And then having a goal to find 1 or 2 or more consultants to join your team and teaching them the same thing. That's how things are going to continue to grow. And everything going forward, once you're a manager, is kind of hinged on this concept of the bricks. So that's why we're teaching it to you right from the start, so that you know how to just keep going and building. Promoting to district manager, because that's just the first kind of like little stepping point that we get to, is generating 6,000 volume in 1 or 2 months. So I always recommend doing it at least in your second month, if not your first month. But remember how I said two people is 5,000? Just stretching a little bit more would be 6,000. It's so attainable. That's 10 sets a piece, however you break it down. But the awesome thing about district manager is it gets you a pay raise. And really that's one of the reasons that we all are wanting this business, is for that extra income that we can have in our, goodness, I hope that wasn't dim that whole time, in our pockets, right? One other thing that I wanted to share with you as far as getting paid, we now get paid on a weekly basis. So we get paid in 2 ways. And as a consultant, when you're starting, the products that you personally sell, so to your clients, your preferred clients, you get the commission on. You can work from a Saturday until the end of business day on a Friday, and you're going to get a deposit in your Pure Pay account the following Tuesday. So if you decide, like, you know what, Heather, I need to make $200 every week, no matter what, then basically what that means is you need to sell 4 value packs every week. that's pretty much what comes down to $200 each week. So you can do that right away. And then 4, 8, 12, 16, you've done 16 in 1 month. You've gone right past district manager. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So I just want to encourage you guys like that you are in complete control of what you want out of your business. The exponential growth with building your team and your client base is what's going to bring you to the exponential growth in your income. So you'll get paid on your right now money, whatever people order directly from you. But the bigger exponential portion of that is going to come when your team continues to grow, because that's when you get the extra. And if you can just trust and believe in the system, that extra can generate several commas in your paycheck. And that's really what my goal is for you guys, is to be able to be blessed financially, but also to have the freedom and the flexibility in your life to do what you want, all the while we're helping other people. So I want to encourage you guys to have fun, follow the system, just do what's outlined for you. Don't go exploring and be distracted by things that you see other people doing. When you just keep your blinders on and have faith and trust in those of us that have done it and just follow the system, having fun, being coachable, and following it, it is basically guaranteed success so long as you follow the system. And you'll probably be tired of me saying that to you guys over and over again, but that's really all it takes, just having the grit and the perseverance. So have fun. I cannot wait to see what you're going to accomplish with this business and to get to know you as we go through this journey together.